Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another MAMG Let's Play of Dream Daddy. When we left off, we finished Hugo's story and it was absolutely lovely. I enjoyed it so much. But now, last but definitely not least, we have Damien, the kind of vampire Dracula looking goth dad, I guess? I don't know. I don't want to put him in a shell. Maybe he loves wrestling. Maybe that's what I need to find out. Let's give it a try and see why he is the way that he is, because there has to be some kind of reason, right? There has to be some kind of underlying factor as to why he acts the way he does. That's the only way I can put it. I'm curious about it. I want to learn everything that's going on in those beautiful long locks of hair that he has. Anyways, Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang. I sit there for a minute before I see Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh, whoa, there's more. Kelly, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter for, as you can see, I did find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Okay. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden. Should it please you, till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Bloodmarch. I stare at the screen and read the letter several more times. It is actually a letter. Hey, Amanda, can you help me with something?
Ugh.
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda, and she squints at Damien's message. I don't understand net speak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever, and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things that you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be though. Great. So what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Oh God. Oh God. Sure thing, dude. Regards, yes. Kelly. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. I make a short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor? Estate? The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull a large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting that the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives are hanging on the wall. Okay. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring right at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Kelly, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings. I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Okay, please, let me show you around. Oh, please do. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
Oh.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Yeah, we've been here. Sunlight streams from floor to ceiling arch windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves and even more books are scattered over the period appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly proud of this room. Look at the butterflies. Yeah. I walk up to the glass display of pin bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. I already knew he was all about this. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned how I'd stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Okay, look out the window? I walk to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Man. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Man. Did you know that Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Pick up a book? Oh, okay, sure. You know, Kelly, the Victorian era there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage the youth into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. No!
What?
Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. It's the next 50 Shades. Please, will you join me for tea? Sure, buddy. I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out on a beautiful, tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-back chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What? It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy the tea and the height of the tables on which they're served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. I like, your home is really impressive, yeah. It seems you've put a lot of work into this place. Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's... You know, the song... Amanda made me listen to it. What? Seriously? I'm lost. What? I'd love to see a marching band. I'm confused. It's probably a reference I should get, and I have no idea what he's talking about, what I'm talking about. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I do not like dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. Fair enough. I can acknowledge that there were many, many terrible things about the Victorian era, and try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Kelly, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and, quite honestly, rather attractive. Well, I do love this show called Naruto. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. I love me some word jumbles. The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know, and I think people would appreciate them more if they had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really. Oh, so you're a writer. In a sense? We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in a beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower can mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, and even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off a vine. Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? Ooh. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Is that a song reference? Sure. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Oh, well. And that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Ooh, I'm gonna go with sunflowers because, sunflower state, gotta represent. They remind me of sunshine, and when you eat the seeds, it's a delicious snack. What a practical choice. My stomach grumbles. Aw man, now I want sunflower seeds. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. Oh, Kelly, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls the cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Really, it's gonna fit in his pocket? Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. Oh, we gotta fix it.
That guard.
What? 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 Hang on. That's the head for sure. Okay. What is happening? It's only these three. That's the wings. Why won't you fit? I am so confused. Is it just not meant to be? Hang on. Oh! Oh! Hey. There. Okay. All right. Oh my god.
Goal!
Oh, jeez. I should have known that's what the up and down arrows were for. Whew. Oh, that was actually terrifying. I'm so glad I did it though. I fixed that Garg. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. It was across and not just left and right. That's sneaky. That's mean. I don't like that. My hair's messed up. It's always messed up. Phew, what a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset.
Ah!
Kelly, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucien. What's wrong? He appears to have... Well, his teacher needs me to come to school. Post haste. Do you need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together.
Huh.
You're right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. Oh, hey! Damien and I walk into the school and immediately are greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien. You're here in record time.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem like Hugo and Damien's first time to the my kids are in trouble rodeo. What is it this time? This... Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall in step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading us down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint noises drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. What's up with this music? Oh! We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucien and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucien has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around at the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, idiot. I was trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me.
Huh.
Whoa. Wait a second. Lucien, did you try to cask of Amontillado Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's Cask of Amontillado?
Huh.
It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story, where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to the cellar with the promise of wine of fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. Wasn't actually gonna leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just gonna sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then you realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally, that's the word. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
Huh?
It took you 20 minutes. Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucien was leading you into an elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie.
Whoa.
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucien to read it for me.
I don't know.
Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was. Again, you two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucien high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll go cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head upstairs and out of the school in tense silence. Ew, that's kind of weird. Lucien, Damien, and I all pile into my car and we begin the drive home. Lucien immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to go to therapy again.
Oh, no.
I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether you want to or not. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want to own your own car. I can't believe Damien is keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard.
Ugh.
I love you, son. Lucien continues staring out the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. Interesting. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucien hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside.
Oh.
I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright. And all things considered, Lucien's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining.
Oh.
There is that, yes. I really admire how you handled that. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It rarely does. You're a good dad. See you around soon.
Ugh.
It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy.
Ah.
I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo. What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers, Extreme Edition. I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them be with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby, chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get regular-sized houses? I don't know. How'd the afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to school to pick up Lucien since he tried to... He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise to find vintage wine and then tried to brick him into a wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except me?
Yeah.
Lucien livestreamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. He livestreamed it? But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company and a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Interesting. Hugo's conversation is probably very different with Ernest, right? But that was, Poe. Huh. Give me an S? Yeah.
Wow. My stars, this... Never in a million moons have I had a date such as exquisite as this one.
Okay, dude. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode here, so thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ Let's Play.